You're listening to Southeast Radio's Business Matters with Karl Fitzpatrick in association with Wexford Insurances. Challenge us at Wexford Insurances 0818 31 30 30.
My first guest this morning is Aileen O'Connor of Leisuremax. Aileen, you might start by telling me a bit about your own background, please.
I started in business about 21 years ago. We owned a pet shop and garden centre in Salzgitter. It was called the Purple and Gold, but myself and my husband started out. We were quite young. And what we did was we actually have built our business from then to now, which is here in Leisuremax in Drina. We spent the last 21 years, both of us together, just building up the business to where it is today. And as a result, obviously, we have a huge undertaking here in Leisuremax, which opened in 2007.
Where did the idea for Leisuremax come from?
The idea for Leisuremax, it was a long life dream, Karl, to be honest. What happened was I've actually did a Montessori course many years ago, and I always wanted to put it into practice because I actually enjoy kids, and I love kind of doing a lot of stuff with kids. So basically about 5-6 years ago in 2005, 2006, we were approached by Kent's Engineering in Arcavan. This project was coming up to do with Drina here, to do with Leisuremax, and as a result then we kind of got the opportunity from there.
So once the opportunity came along, what was the next step for you?
Research. Lots of research. Definitely, it took us very far away from Ireland. We actually travelled as far as Las Vegas. Basically, what we had to do, we wanted to get the best value and the best form of equipment to do with the bowling alley side of things and to do with the play centre side of things. We first had to kind of figure out exactly what we were going to do. So we decided to do the bowling and then do the play centre. So what we did on the next step was we brought on an advisor from Dublin, somebody that was actually involved with the bowling side of things, just to kind of give us a general direction, because obviously we didn't really know much about bowling. I knew a lot about kids and about the play side of things, but not to do with the bowling. So what we did was we went to Las Vegas, we checked out all the equipments, the price, and we just wanted to bring back the best form of activities for everybody in Wexford, because obviously it was the first time bowling was ever going to be really in Wexford and a proper play centre.
I know that the facility opened 5 years ago this weekend. You're celebrating 5 years in business. Congratulations. How supportive were the bank from the very beginning? The bank, I have to say, have been fantastic, and I'm one of those people that have had great support since day one. They've given us the groundwork to work from the time when we went in initially to get the loan. Yes, we had to do all the research, and it did take a long time. It took about 6 to 8 months of hard grafting, and as I said, taking us far and yonder. But from the day we went in, from the day we applied for the loan, they have given us fantastic support to today. I mean, only for the banks here today now, Leisuremax wouldn't be open, you know. Critically, soon after opening the business, we entered into recession in this country. What effect did that have on your projections? Huge. Our sales margins definitely dropped by 50% within the space of 2.5 years from the day we opened. Projections went out the door. Like we just literally have had to reinvent ourselves 24/7 here since about 2007. The first initial year we didn't really feel the effect because we were a new business in Wexford and first time bowling and play centre. But as this went on with time, it's declining all the time. Obviously, with the way the whole recession is gone, you know. So what have you done to reinvent the business over the course of the last few years? We've actually added new activities to the play centre, and obviously to outside the play centre. We're trying to attract all ages. Like what we try to do is to let people know that we're here to cater from kids that are from say 2 years up to people that are up to 92 years of age. So we've added in a new sumo wrestling and pillow bashers and lots of stuff that kids can have great fun with, you know. I wouldn't imagine it's too difficult a business to fill on a Sunday, a wet Sunday afternoon in the winter. But what do you do during the week to get people in the door? Well, what we've done, Karl, is we've actually put out feeders to active retirement, special need groups, people with disability. Basically what we try to do is get them in through the door, do reductions on bowling, and kind of just try maybe hopefully that they'll spend a bit more money by getting teas or coffees or whatever. So far it's actually working out reasonably okay, but I mean the local community is very supportive as well, so we just keep trying reinventing and keep selling ourselves every week, you know. How seasonal is the business itself?
Usually about 8 months out of the 12 months in the year, we're doing pretty okay. But for 4 months, you're kind of carrying yourself. It's down to a lot of factors. People just don't have the money to spend in the times that we're in.
So you mentioned there that your market is broken up into a number of different segments. The family market, I presume, being the biggest one. But you're also tying into local retirement groups. How does that work?
Basically what we do, we went out to golf clubs. We went out to active retirement groups, okay, across the board. Just say we just name a few, like New Ross, Clonard, Rosslare, whatever. And basically what we're trying to do is sell the market to them that bowling is in the same line as golfing, okay? Like you have to have a swing and you have to use your hand. So basically what happens is if on a wet day, like you mentioned a while ago, we do need a lot of rainy days, they will come into us and use the facility for that purpose, you know.
So Aileen, apart from the recession itself, what have the big challenges been that you have had to overcome over the past 5 years?
Really is probably one of the biggest factors will be to kind of tune into what people have to spend, okay, from a money perspective, okay, and also to allow people to have the fun that they want when they come to Leisuremax and to get the full value for their money. So really the bottom line is kind of a lot of it's probably down to using common sense. When people come through the door, like to know that you have to give them the best deal, whatever budget they're on.
On average, how many people come through your doors per week?
On average, we have probably about 1,000 people coming through Leisuremax every week.
How important has social media been to your business?
Huge. We've used a few other networks, Facebook being one. At the moment, we have nearly 5,500, nearly 6,000 followers on Facebook, and we do a lot of advertising through Facebook. So it has been a big factor. Facebook in particular would be one that would stand out for me. One, because it doesn't cost me anything to advertise through, and two, we just have a huge following on it. It's just the market. We find with the Facebook side of it, it's very good for the leisure side of it as far as selling, because there's a lot of people on it when they're off, really, to be honest, so it suits us, you know.
Aileen, what percentage of your business is coming from County Wexford?
Carl, that's actually a very interesting question. I'd actually say about 80% of the local community is actually very supportive towards us. I'd just like to say also as well that South Radio actually has been huge support to us as far as advertising is concerned over the last 5 years, because we like to get the word out there, and we've used South Radio quite a lot, and I have to say, thanks to them and the work that we're doing here, we're actually getting where we want to get to, you know.
Well, that's certainly good to hear. The other 20% of the business that's coming from outside County Wexford, what's that made up of?
Basically people from all over the country. It could be Dublin, Waterford, Kilkenny. We actually have the Special Olympics coming from Dublin down here shortly, actually. They're running a tournament. We actually recognise, you know, quite well outside the county because of the work that we actually do with all the different kind of groups that come through the building, you know. One thing actually that's been growing quite well for us over the last 3 to 4 years since we've opened is our bowling tournaments. We only actually had one last Wednesday just gone, and also we have a national one coming on Sunday morning this weekend coming. We actually we have a huge following as far as bowling is concerned, because we're actually graded one of the best bowling alleys in Ireland. Actually, we got the certificate there 12 months ago for running actually tournaments within Ireland, because Slorgan bowling alley would have always been the main one. Now we're one of the main ones outside of Dublin, which is a great achievement, you know.
I'm conscious, Aileen, that all your services today within the Adventure Centre are indoor. Have you any plans to develop anything outdoor?
Yeah, actually, Carl, we're actually reinventing ourselves as we speak at the moment. Basically, like, we have to look at it in such a way, if we had a really scorching hot summer, now I know it's not extreme possible, but it could be possible, we need to kind of know, like, the market. We need to get more people to the building still, because obviously people are not going to use the inside or indoor facility. So it's work in progress at the moment. We're hoping to add 3 new activities by next summer.
And what are they?
One of them is going to be an outdoor adventure area where we're going to have water, like a water team area, and also we're going to have a trampoline, outdoor trampoline, and also lots of slides and lots of more of activities as well. So
Aileen, is there much collaboration between other activity related businesses across County Wexford?
Not at the moment, but that's something I've been working on for the last couple of months. Basically what I'm trying to do as a whole here, like, not everyone is going to know about Leisuremax, okay, as a whole, but what I'm trying to do is sell Wexford as a whole with other activity groups that's going on. Like, you have the Heritage Centre up the road, and you have lots of other activities that's happening, and like, really what I'm trying to do is bring more tourism to Wexford, and as a result, with tourism comes more jobs.
So Aileen, what are you doing to progress that initiative?
Well, at the moment, Carl, I'm after making several calls to lots of activity areas here in Wexford, and also to national magazines that have been used in the tourist offices. And really what I'm trying to do is get the hotels on board as well, where as one, the minute they come into Wexford, that we're selling Wexford together as a whole, because at the end of the day, the they're all using all the different facilities. If it's a wet day, they're using us. If it's a dry day, they're using another facility. So rather than us all working a divide, let's work together. And that's basically what I'm trying to do.
And as you say, Aileen, it's all about employment. How many people are currently employed in Leisuremax?
At present, Carl, we would have up to 25 people being employed in Leisuremax. At our peak, when we opened, we had up to 60 people. Currently, at the moment, I'm really doing my best to try and get back and actually, not possibly never get back to the 60, but I would like to definitely employ another 10 to 15 people. The way I think forward for us here in Leisuremax by doing that is actually adding on the new activities outside. That straight away is going to give employment to another 10 people. I mean, one less person on the dole queue, I'm all for giving them some sort of a way forward.
The budget is coming up in the next couple of weeks. What do you fear will be in the budget for you?
I mean, the budget is going to affect everybody, but at the end of the day, I have to stay positive and I have to stay confident that the future is going to hold good things. And basically, my way through all this is trying just to keep reinventing myself, keeping the doors open, and also ensuring that I can do my best to suit the customer that comes through the door and give them the best value that I can possibly give in the times that we're in.
What do you think the government should be doing to help businesses like your own grow?
I wouldn't know where to start, Carl, to be honest, but the basic bottom line is they really want to get their feet on the ground and just see the reality of what's going on, and possibility keeping the taxes a little bit lower and maybe reducing the PRSI and PAYE would be a huge help rather than increasing it. My personal opinion is if they're really trying to, and they are serious about getting people off the dole queues and getting this country going, they really need to start listening and talking to the local businesses, and it's not just Wexford, it's throughout the whole country.
Well, Aileen, many thanks for coming in to speak to us this morning, and I wish you continued success with growing Leisuremax.
You're listening to South East Radio's Business Matters with Karl Fitzpatrick in association with Wexford Insurances. Think Wexford Insurances for your business insurance.